click. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are not, welcome back. Give me hugs. So, important announcement. My website URL has changed. So, if you go back to any one of my previous videos and you try to click Law of Assumption Princess, square site, it will not work at this point. It won't show up because your girl is now just officially www.lawofassumptionprincess.com. So if you are looking to book me from this point on forward, you won't have to respect my name. But no, I have an official domain now that I did purchase like a big girl. So it's lawofassumptionprincess.com if you want to get in contact with yours truly and you want to have a conversation and get to the bottom of what's going on between you and your manifestation. 12 days of Tiffmas. 12 days. Oh my God. 12 days of Tiffmas. Jesus. It's technically officially over because it's December 13th by the time that I'm recording this. But guess what? I'm keeping it going all month long. So if you want to join in on that challenge in one of my videos, I'll link it like down in the description box too. A few more announcements is I have a giveaway. If you have not entered the giveaway, you're doing something wrong. It's a hoodie from my new merch line that I told y'all is going to be coming next year, early next year. So keep your eyes peeled because I am so excited. So yeah, if you're interested in getting a hoodie from yours truly, Law of Assumption Princess, go to that last video and enter. Okay? Ain't nothing in there. All you gotta do is watch the video and figure out how to do it. It'll take not but 5 minutes, okay? Drink of the day. So wow. Refresh Mango Passion Refresher. I got this earlier. I don't know what the fuck is. I don't know. Anyway, you guys, let's get into it. Let's get into the nitty gritty because this has been on my mind since probably last night and into early today. So it really breaks my heart. It breaks my entire fucking heart that people are walking around just expecting the worst, expecting the shoe to drop, expecting something bad to happen. Why can't we do the same thing for the good? Okay? We need to be going into every single situation expecting, entertaining, permeating on, and thinking about the best way that it could possibly happen, because thinking about the worst way is non-beneficial. And don't get me wrong, I know what it stems from. It stems from that old vicious, nasty, stank ass limiting belief cycle that we were once stuck in, and we thought the world had to be this way because everyone around us was telling us this is the only way that life goes, this is the only way that we operate. And so we all subscribed to that narrative and collectively decided that this is how life is. It's predominantly bad. Things don't necessarily go the way that you want them to. I want you to take a fucking dry erase eraser and just wipe the slate the fuck clean. Forget that concept and forget that that was something that was ever taught to you. And I want you to now go into every fucking situation thinking about the best possible outcome, thinking about the best possible thing that could happen, because guess what? It's just as fucking possible, if not more, because you're thinking about it dominantly, for the good thing to happen. The way that you feel like the bad shit is so fucking possible and that's all that ever happens, that is the same damn thing. The same exact damn thing that could happen with the good. But why is it that we just automatically gravitate towards the bad? It's because it's a safety cushion. It's not a cushion if you ask me. It's nothing comfortable about the bad. There's nothing safe about the bad. So why do we run to that as a safety cushion? Think about it. People say that they go back to their old subconscious thinking because it feels safe, it feels familiar, it feels normal. But think about how in all actuality, the bad shit is dangerous. The bad shit is what you want to run away from. The bad shit is when you want to hit the ground running and go take flight in the next direction. Think about it, right? And it's funny if you start to dissect it and you start to really think about, why do you think this way? Why am I holding on to all these old thoughts? A lot of times it comes from a place of comfortability. That comfortability is not always good for you though, which is why I want us to annihilate this idea of the bad being the default. If we wanted to take a look at this from a logical, real world perspective, right? Now, in this particular part of the video, I'm not talking from a law of assumption perspective. I am proposing a logical point of view just so that y'all get exactly what I'm trying to say right here, right now, okay? We're looking at it from a logical, real world perspective. The world where I get everything I want is the real world. The fuck? I hate that term. Reality. The real world. Anyway, well then realistically, isn't it just a 50-50 chance that it could go either way? Right? Then the chances increase when I start to dominantly focus on one or the other. And so what happens is, because I'm dominantly focusing on the negative, my negative natural disposition is to assume the worst, right? Expect it to happen. I'm permeating on it. I'm marinating on it. I'm thinking about it. I'm entertaining it. And then I'm feeling it real because I'm looping it into my mind and I'm da-da-da-da-da. Oh. Then the increases of that go from 50% to 60% to 70% to 80% to 90%, right? Because I'm giving life to that situation and circumstance because I'm already accepting it as true before I even get evidence in my motherfucking 3D, right? With that being said, why wouldn't that then be the case for the good thing? Because I'm already expecting the good thing. We're in law of assumption world now. We're in reality now, real world. Real world. Not that fake bullshit, sad shit. Well, then why can't I come to expect the same of the good? Right? The same goes for the good as it does for the bad. You're just so willing to accept the bad as true because it's all you know. It's all you're familiar with. Even though it feels bad, it feels comfortable. It feels safe. It feels certain. Well, then take all of those attributes and points of view and apply them to the positive thing. Because if it can work in the negative way, then why can't it work in the positive way? Don't be afraid to just wash away every fucking negative shit that you've been told. Anything negative that you have been told that does not benefit you, that does not help you, that does not make you grow, that does not expand your limitlessness is not real. Okay? You were not put on this earth to just sit here and continuously suffer. You were not put on this earth to have to learn lessons before you can get the good things that you want to experience. You have learned your lessons. You have gone through years of endless roundabout trauma, on a carousel of trauma. And you have learned from that. You have learned that you are better than that. You have learned that you deserve a better life than that. You have learned that you are worthy of more than what you have been accepting. Okay? So those lessons are done. The lessons that you need to be focusing on now is love, abundance, happiness, harmony, reciprocation, communication. That is what you need to be focusing on. And I don't care who or what in this 3D tries to pull you back down and convince you that you need to be regulated and accept whatever the old fucking story told you. That bullshit is that I'm telling you right now, you do not. You do not. At all. I was talking about this on Twitter earlier. I saw a video of Nicki Minaj. And in the video, she was saying some very negative things that I actually felt really bad because she was like, you know, God didn't promise us a problem-free life. God didn't promise us a point in time where we can just sit back and be like, everything is good. Really? Honestly, I completely disagree with that. And that does not mean that I am completely oblivious to the natural ebb and flow of life. I understand that there is an ebb and flow to life, right? We are humans. We are having human experiences. There are going to be points in time where we are not feeling the best, where our mind is not all the way where we want it to be, and that is okay. It's okay. There's going to be points in time where we are not feeling the best. However, to then tell yourself that you are living in a world that God, the epicenter of love, kindness, empathy, abundance, to convince yourself that God said that you cannot live a life of happiness and abundance where everything is good. But do not convince yourself that the God within you and the God above you, because it's one God connected, all right? The same thing. Do not convince yourself that anyone outside of you, especially someone as limitless and as loving and expansive as God is telling you that you cannot live a life where things are predominantly good. No one ever said that. And if somebody said that to you, they were somebody of this realm who is limited and has a limited perspective and cannot see clearly. And they also cannot govern anything over your life without your permission. Is there a natural ebb and flow to life? Are there things that happen sometime that we do not like, that we wish we could avoid? Of course. However, perception and perspective is everything. There are things that happen to me sometimes that I do not like, that I do not enjoy, right? But I refuse to acknowledge them as things that were sent to harm me or come against me or hurt me or diminish what I had going for myself. Because the God that I know, the one that is in me and the one that takes care of everyone else in this world, has never told me that I have to consistently endure pain in this earthly life and that I cannot experience any kind of oasis and that I have to come to expect the negative. That is not true. That is not the fuck true. And I don't want anyone to just be stuck and expecting the most negative things. Now, much love to Nicki Minaj. I'm pretty sure she was probably coming from an empowering, or she was probably trying to inspire people and like give them just the zhuzh to keep going. And her perspective is her perspective. Okay, love that. However, I just don't want anybody thinking that that is how it has to be. That is her experience. That is some people's experience. And, you know, that just goes to show how happiness and love starts within yourself. Because you could be somebody who has literally everything in the world and still feel as though your life is from that point of view that she said. And that made me sad. That literally made me sad because I'm like, oh my God, like, you're Nicki Minaj, girl. I know she's probably been through some things, definitely. But like, what the hell? I don't want anyone to just come to expect like, this is how it is and this is how it has to be and this is the way that it's gonna be. You change your perspective of your circumstances and your circumstances will shift. Since I know what I give energy towards is what grows, since I know I control how the world around me is showing up, I am deciding, I am making the conscious decision to decide that this is working out in my benefit. One way or another, it's going to work out in my benefit. One way or another, this is contributing to my strength. This is contributing to my perseverance, my persistence. And it is going to push out in a way that is beautiful and beneficial and healthy for me. And I am going to continue to marinate and expect the best outcome for every single situation that I'm in. It does not matter what I see because it's temporary. The outside world is temporary. The 3D is malleable. So the best is yet to come. Okay? We're going into 2023. We're leaving all that other shit behind. 2020, whatever year was traumatizing for you, whatever, all of that, let that past version of yourself go in peace. Say you love them. Say goodnight. Tell them you want better for yourself and that they cannot come along. Okay? I know that it seems so confusing sometimes. I know, but it does not matter. It does not matter. All that matters is that you are telling yourself, you know the best lies ahead. You know that no matter what, your subconscious is working in your benefit and the best is coming. Okay? I just had to say that. As always, you guys know that you gotta follow me on Twitter at It's Her Universe. And until next time, you know that I love you. 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 I love you.